There's a saying that the person buying a drill doesn't want a drill, they want a hole. And I would say the same about productivity apps. I don't want another app, I want more time. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 free apps that save me time, 2 of which you might not actually think of as productivity apps. And as a bonus for sticking around until the end, I'm going to show you my best Slack hack for dealing with DMs. Hi, I'm Michelle. In addition to teaching regular women with everyday money issues how to manage their paycheck so they can reach their financial and money goals, clearly I'm also a little obsessed with all things productivity. Oh, by the way, while you're watching, if there are any apps that save you time but wouldn't normally be considered productivity apps, please leave me a comment about them because I want to check them out. The reason I love these particular apps and consider them productivity apps is because they either give me a shortcut to getting my tasks done, help me get organized, or because they help me stay focused. The end result is that I get more done in less time and I'm happier while I do it. The first app, I'll admit, is in the realm of productivity apps, but it's pretty specific. It's called the Be Focused app. The Be Focused Focus Timer is the #1 app that keeps me, no pun intended, focused. Okay, maybe a little pun intended. The Be Focused Timer works with the Pomodoro Method of time management. With the Pomodoro Method, you work in increments of 25 minutes with a 5-minute break in between. And then each 25-minute period is called a Pomodoro. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a break of 15 to 30 minutes. I use this Pomodoro Timer app almost every day, especially when I have a lot to do and a short amount of time to get things done. So give it a go yourself and see what you think. I left a link in the description. The second app is one you probably use but probably don't think of as a productivity app at all. And it is, drumroll please, the Starbucks app. Yes, really, the Starbucks app. You might not think productivity app when you think about the Starbucks app, but it absolutely is in my life. Whether I'm popping in to pick up a chai to get me through the afternoon or grabbing a table and writing for an hour or so, I always order ahead. When I order ahead, I'm more productive because I don't have to wait for my drink. I walk in, I grab it from the pickup counter, find a quiet place to sit, and get to work. I started using the app at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's definitely a pandemic habit I am keeping. Number 3 is my call filter app. Seriously, this one not only saves me time, it saves my life. Typically, I don't answer calls from numbers that aren't already in my phone because spam. But one day I made the awful, terribly bad mistake of answering a spam call. And answering that spam call tossed me into a robocall cycle from hell. My phone started ringing every 5 minutes. I timed it. Enter the call filter app. I use the Verizon call filter app, but each mobile phone company has a similar app. The key is that it blocks all spam calls. All spam calls. And not being interrupted constantly with spam calls definitely keeps me from getting distracted, which increases my productivity. Number 4 is Asana. Asana is a project management app that I have been using for years, and I use Asana for everything, personal or business. If it's something I need to get done and there's more than 2 steps, I've probably put it into Asana. What I like about Asana is that I can use it for my daily tasks, but I can also use it for my more complicated projects like remodeling my kitchen, setting up a content calendar, and even building courses. The best thing about Asana is that it syncs across all of my devices. So if I'm out running errands, I can check things off my list. But when I need to sit down and do some detailed management of a project, I can open it up on my laptop or my tablet. Asana has been a game changer for me. The last app that boosts my productivity is another one you might be a little surprised about. It's called the Waze app. So Waze is a maps app like Apple or Google Maps and calculates the fastest route from where you are to where you need to go, which means I spend less time driving. A couple of summers ago, I was driving home from the beach through the outskirts of Atlanta, and suddenly Waze is telling me to get off the main highway and take this tiny little side road. And I thought, Waze, You were confused. Waze was not confused. What ensued was 7 hours of my life I will never get back spent sitting on a highway in Georgia in August. The particular Waze feature I love is the crowdsourcing of traffic data. For example, if there's a wreck, you or someone using the app can leave a note in the app to tell the people behind you which side of the road the wreck is on. You can then try to move into the best lane to get around the accident. Now note, it's best if the passenger is reading the notes and writing the notes. Don't do that while you're driving. Be safe out there, my lovelies. Okay, now for your bonus. My hack when dealing with Slack DMs. Slack is an internal company messaging app similar to Microsoft Teams, Rock, Mattermost, or Yammer. People you work with can send you text-like messages, decreasing the amount of email you have to deal with. But when you have 6, 10, or more than a dozen people slacking you each day, it can get a little overwhelming keeping up with who have you responded to and who you haven't. So what I do is as soon as I respond, I delete that person from my DM list. If they respond back, their name will appear again in the list. This way I know that if someone's name is on the list, I owe them some sort of response. And that way I never miss anybody's DM. And there you have it. 5 apps that help me get more done, even though a couple wouldn't necessarily be seen as productivity apps. They all either save me time or help me stay focused and make the most of my time. My time is my most precious asset, so anything that helps me make the most of it is a good thing. If today's video was helpful, please like and subscribe. It helps make the algorithm happy. My Sunday money date is this month's freebie, and I left a link to it in the description. Until next time, have a fantabulous week. Bye.